But how you doing tonight, my brother? I hope you're having a good night. My night's about to get a little bit better. Yeah, there's no pile there, of course. That's okay. I'll just get some out right now. This is I like to do is I call this my nightcap because I've just finished work and I like to relax out here on the deck, out here on the porch before I go to bed. And normally I have a little drink, or I'll smoke a joint. I'm in Canada. Marijuana is legal here, so I'm allowed to do this. I'm not breaking any laws. If it's legal where you are, much love, brother. You're welcome to join me. But if it's not, I'm not advocating for anyone to break any of their local laws. I made Pear Cider. I made 20 liters, and it came out 6%. So I realized this is not going to keep, and it's going to spoil before I can drink it all. So I learned about this distillation method, freeze distilling. And what you do is you take your cider, you put it into plastic bottles, put it in the freezer, freeze it solid, and then you drain them into cups until all you have left in the bottle is white ice. So then you take that liquid and you pour it into more bottles, freeze that, and I ended up triple distilling. So I took 20 liters down to 4 liters, and it came out between 24 and 30%. But all you taste is sweet, sweet pear. And 3 small glasses, and I get bombed on it. It is so nice to be able to drink it and look at it and smell it and say, I made this. When the big stink was going on about the Russian hackers back in, I guess it was in 2017, when they were going on about the Russian hackers and all that, I would jump into Facebook discussions, and as soon as someone mentioned the Russian hackers, I'd post up that the hacker that they caught, that was responsible for hacking the DNC computers, he was codenamed Goatsy. And I just slipped that in there. That's Goatse. You're on your own. Don't go look at it. Don't Google it. If you do, though, and you need a cleanse, then Google Trumpsy. Trumpse. From, I guess, what I'm assuming has to be some very specific Japanese softcore fetish porn. And it's a man and a woman. I'm assuming they're husband and wife. And the man is cracking an egg, and he separates the white and the yolk without breaking the yolk. And then he takes the glass with the yolk in it, tips it into his mouth. And then for at least the next 2.5 minutes, I had to stop watching. They snowballed the egg back and forth into each other's mouths without breaking it. Or the yolk, I mean. I've had people come in and we started having Riddle Night, and we just riddled back and forth all night. I had another guy, another gentleman come in, Jake, and he started putting up copy pastas, and I would read them out in different voices. Copy pastas are basically text memes. Someone made a comment sometime, and everybody just copied it and repasted it. And we had a good time with that. I think it was Thursday night. I had a Russian gentleman come in that was typing only in Cyrillic, and I can't read that. I don't speak Russian. I don't know Cyrillic. But he hung out for a half hour, and he did manage to write in some very broken English, which was fine with me. I love a challenge in communicating, not complete not complete and utter failure. But we managed to hang out for a half hour, and I just talk and he'd keep typing in chat and Cirilla. The best thing you can do, I mean, if you're not, you know, clinically depressed where you need medication, the best thing you can do is anything. Anything that you can accomplish, no matter how small the job, even if it's just getting up and getting in the shower. Every time you do something like that, you'll feel better. Because like I said, unless you're actually clinically or medically depressed, it's hard to stay depressed in the face of accomplishment. Because you can say, I overcame that, and that feels good. You put a guy in a Superman suit, and hey, you know what? That's Superman. Put a guy in a Batman suit, that's Batman. Except for Clooney and Kilmer, fuck them. Those are terrible. The only way I can make those movies acceptable is with the headcanon that they were movies that were made inside the Tim Burton Batman universe. So after Batman retired, after Batman was done, after he'd done his thing and saved everybody and whatnot, he retires, sells his story, and they make these movies, and because their universe is so bleak, because their Gotham is so bleak and gothic, the movie is full of vibrant colors and jokes and shit like that, like the fucking Bat American Express card. Like, really? That's a Stephen Crowder, Louder with Crowder. He posted this up on Twitter. Sincere question. How do you think the students who work tirelessly and intelligently, specifically to avoid student debt, should react to canceling student debt? Think about that for a second. You fucking bust your ass. You work your way through fucking college. You come out with no debt because you paid for that shit. You worked for it. And now these motherfuckers that borrowed the money are going to get their loans forgiven? I don't know. I'd be pretty fucking pissed off. I'd want some money. I'd want some fucking money back. I think I saw in the comments on that thread, I did see someone commenting that, you know what? Maybe the best option is to cancel student debt interest. Hello, puppy.